seen that video of me and Tim Dillon where Tim Dillon is laying out the scandal that took place in, like, was it the 1970s? Bro. Now he protects his eyes. 88. Play that video. I sent it to you, right? There's never been a better ranter ever in the history of ranting.
Ever. Since who? I bet there was somebody a long time ago that was good, but we don't have enough of his work to really compete against him.
Play this.
Scandal was a scandal out of Omaha, Nebraska, the Franklin Credit Union, where there was a guy who was embezzling money, and then he was being investigated for that. But they said he has all this money because he's running an and he's pandering kids to, people in Washington, D.C. and New York. And there was a headline in the Washington Post and the Washington Times that were like, call boys get a tour of the Reagan White House.
Unidentified White House aides in the Carter, Reagan, and Bush administrations now are being investigated for using the services of a call boy ring. The paper reports that 2 of the male prostitutes were given a late-night tour of the White House last year.
And, this was a scandal with real victims who wanted to testify, and then people started dying. The private investigator they hired, his plane broke up. One of the girls that testified was found guilty of perjury, and that she was put in solitary confinement. They had to use 2 grand juries in Omaha to get rid of this scandal. And it's now it's not as sexy as like a Pizzagate or something because it happened in the 80s and 90s, but this shows you the blueprint for the government, marshaling resources to silence people.
Wild. So if that existed at all in the 1990s, okay, that Mitch McConnell guy was around back then. A lot of these Nancy Pelosi type people, they've been around since this. There's photos of Nancy Pelosi with JFK.